Right, guys, this next video is on yield. Yield is an important measure for people to see the success of their investment, because it basically tells you how many percent you're getting back of your investment each year through dividends. So in basic terms, this is just the annual dividend income expressed as a percentage of the total cost of buying the shares in the first place. So your formula will look like this. Yield is equal to the annual dividend income. So in the previous videos, we worked out how to work out how much you get in dividends, and divide that by the total cost of buying the shares in the first place. Work out the answer, times it by 100%, and you get the yield as a percentage. So easiest way to show how this works is to do an example. Just run through the one in the book and add a little bit to it. So an investor purchases 7,500 Origin shares for $2.92 each, with a brokerage of 2% and 10% GST. And a year later, Origin pays a 9-cent dividend per share. What is the yield going to be on these shares? So the first step, obviously, because you want to know what the total cost of buying the shares was in the first place and the annual dividend income, first step is usually best to be finding the cost of the buying the shares in the first place, or the cost of investment. So the consideration would have been 7,500 Origin shares times by how much they cost, $2.92, and that would give you 21,900. The brokerage is 2%, which is 0.02 times by 21,900, the consideration, and that'll give you $438. And the GST 10%, which is 0.1 times by the service provided, which was the brokerage of 438. So that is going to be $43.80. I didn't leave myself enough space there, that's okay. Total cost of buying is going to be those things added together, which will end up being $22,381.80. So that is the total cost of buying. That is the cost of the investment in the first place. And then step 2, you need to work out the dividend annual income. So you need to work out how much money you got from the dividends there. So you use the dividend paid formula. He had 7,500 shares. It doesn't make clear whether they're ordinary shares or preference, so just assume they're ordinary. So 7,500 times by the dividend was 9 cents per share, so that is 0.09. So that totals $675 earned in annual income from the dividend. So now you get to where you're going to be using this yield formula. We know the annual dividend income, we know the total cost of buying the shares. So I'll just leave that there. 3, find yield. So yield is going to be the dividend income for the year, $675, divided by the original investment, 381.80, all times by 100%. So the yield is going to be 3.02%. And so what is that saying? That's saying you spent $22,381.80 originally to buy those shares. You get back 3.02% of that investment each year through dividends. So knowing that, and knowing that 100% of something is the whole amount, 3.02%, you can work out how long it would take you to recoup that investment and basically break even if you wanted to find that out. But that is yield at its most basic. calculating the dividend income as a percentage of the original cost of buying the shares. So that should be easy enough, and I'll see you on the next video.